She loved him in a quiet way, and coffee left to cool, and listening to the same old stories like they were always new. She learned his fears, his shadows, his moods, his silences. She held his world together while hers slowly cracked. He said, "You know I care about you." She wondered how love could feel so far. I love that I noticed, like tears in the rain. She gave him all her heart. He never felt the weight. Her love that I noticed. She skied, she tried, she hoped. She was loving him with everything. He loved her with what he could spare. She stopped asking for reassurance, stopped saying when she cried. She turned her pain into patience, just to keep the peace alive. You kissed her like a routine, held her like a place to rest. She was pouring out her soul, he barely noticed the mess. She begged in ways without words, he never learned to hear. I love when I notice in every sacrifice. She chose him over herself every single time. I love when I noticed in the space between their hands. She was giving him a lifetime. He was given what he can. Love shouldn't feel invisible, or like you're loving alone. You shouldn't have to fade away to make someone feeling whole. She found loving harder, finally making see. But love that must be proven was never meant to be. I love it, I noticed but she deserved more. Late nights, city lights blur through the rain. Your number glows, but it feels so far away. I trace the words we used to say so easily. Now every syllable breaks, gets lost in the gray. I whisper your name like a prayer to the screen, hoping the signal pulls you back to me. But the echo's cold, it bounces off the walls. I'm holding on to nothing, watching shadows fall. I can feel the distance growing slow, like smoke between us, nowhere left to go. Your voice was home, now it's just a ghost, fading in the wires where our story froze. Static on the line, baby, can't hear your heart. Every try, every side, tearing me apart. We were fire once, now we're sparks in the dark. Static on the line, tearing us apart, tearing us apart. Remember summer drives, windows down, your hand in mine, radio playing low. Promises we signed, now the dial spins, but it never finds your song. Just white noise humming where we both went wrong. I replay old voicemails like the therapy. Your laugh cuts through, then drowns in memory. I'm still here waiting for the call to clear, but all I get is interference year after year. Time keeps turning, but we're stuck in frames. Same old picture, different kind of pain. I miss the way you'd say my name so sweet. Now it's just the hum of empty streets. Static on the line, baby, can't hear your heart. Every try, every side, tearing me apart. We were fire once, now we're sparks in the dark. Static on the line, tearing us apart, tearing us apart. Maybe you're better off without the noise I bring. Maybe silence is the kindest thing. But God, I wish you'd break through just one time. Tell me it's not over. Make the static mine. Let me go quietly, quietly. Static on the line, I still wait for you. Heartbroken echoes, nothing left to do. We were everything, now we're just a view. Static on the line. Fading into. Baby, can you hear me? I still see you, but you're not the same. The person I used to know has a different name. Candlelight flickers on the wall we painted blue. Your side of the bed still smells faintly like you. But the laugh that used to fill the space is gone, replaced by a silence colder than the dawn. I scroll through pictures from a life we built. Your eyes look distant now, like guilt. You smile the same, but it's not for me. The version I love slipped away quietly. Time rewrote you line by line, left the outline, erased the shine. I reach for hands that don't reach back, searching for the heart we used to track. The person I used to know. Where did you go? Faded like smoke in the afterglow. I still whisper your name in the dark, but it echoes back from a different spark. The person I used to know. You're a stranger now, heartbroken somehow. I don't know how. Used to know. We danced in kitchens to songs no one else heard. Your voice against my neck, every whispered word. Now conversations feel like reading scripts. Careful lines, no fire, just eclipse. I keep your sweater folded in the drawer, wear it sometimes when I can't take anymore. It holds the shape of arms they used to hold, but the warmth is memory turning cold. You changed the station, I stayed on the song, wondering where our harmony went wrong. I'm still here loving who you used to be, while you're becoming someone new to me. The person I used to know. Where did you go? Faded like smoke in the afterglow. I still whisper your name in the dark, but it echoes back from a different spark. The person I used to know. You're a stranger now, heartbroken somehow. I don't know how. Maybe growth means leaving pieces behind. Maybe love was only borrowed for a time, but God, it hurts to watch you disappear into someone I can't recognize here. I forgive the change, I just miss the light, the way you used to look at me at night. The person I used to know. Let you go softly, slowly, like falling snow. Your shadow lingers in every room, but the real you walked away too soon. The person I used to know. Rest in peace, in memories where the hurt ends cease. Used to know. Just someone else now. Used to know. Used to know. I learned how to fit in his life like a coat he wore when it was cold. He'd take me off when the sun came out. I was never what he'd hold. I stayed quiet in crowded rooms, so I wouldn't ask for more. I was his place to rest a while, not the place he lived for. He called me love, but kept his distance, like forever was too close. I was a girl was suddenly busy. I built my world around his name, watched mine slowly fade. I kept believing love was enough while he looked the other way. He said he cared in quiet ways. I cried myself to sleep each day. I was a girlfriend, not a home, never safe, just overthrown. I gave him more than he could take. He took it all and walked away. I was a girlfriend, not a home. I stayed warm but felt alone. He needed comfort, not a soul. I was a stop, not the Maybe I confused surviving with the way love's supposed to feel. I thought staying meant devotion, even when nothing felt real. A home should hold you when you fall, not make you beg to stay. I shouldn't have to shrink myself just to keep him anyway. I was a girlfriend, not a home. Now I'm learning how to grow. I'll build a place that doesn't shake when someone threatens to escape. I was a girlfriend, not a home, but I'm choosing me alone. I won't be someone's temporary, I'll be my own. I was a girlfriend, not a home, but now my heart is mine to She smiled in the daylight while her heart was torn inside. Held him close at night, even when her tears would hide. She bent herself around him, swallowed every pain, kept giving all her love while he barely gave again. She told herself it was love, even when it left her weak. A girlfriend with a broken soul, holding on to someone who won't stay, giving pieces of herself while they slowly fade away. A girlfriend with a broken soul, smiling through the silent cries. She stayed in the shadows of his herself whole, leaving behind the love that tried to swallow her whole. She learned how to wait in the quiet, how to hope without being heard. She memorized every excuse for the nights he chose his world. She believed love was patience, even when it felt like pain. She kept telling her reflection, tomorrow he'll change. He said, I'm trying, just give me time. She gave him years, he gave her signs. She was a girl who stayed too long when leaving would have saved her. She kept holding broken promises like they could make him better. She was a girl who stayed too long, loved deeper than he knew. She lost herself in loving him while he barely followed through. She learned to shrink her feelings so she wouldn't seem too much. She turned her tears into silence just to keep his touch. She called neglect space to breathe, called loneliness being strong. She stayed faithful to a love that was hurting her all along. He slept in peace beside her pain. She cried so softly no one came. She was a girl who stayed too long, ignored the voice inside that begged her to choose herself before she slowly died. She was the girl who stayed too long, waiting to be chosen. She kept fixing what he broke until she was the broken one. Maybe staying felt like loyalty, maybe leaving felt like shame, but love shouldn't feel like survival or carrying all the blame. She doesn't hate him, she just knows she deserved a love that grows. She was the girl who stayed too long, but that's not where she ends. She's learning how to let go of who she was back then. She was the girl who stayed too long, now she's choosing to be strong. She didn't lose him when she left, she found herself all alone. She stayed longer than she should, loved harder than he There's still a shape right here where your head used to rest, my dear. She stay cool on your side of the bed. I smooth them out, but the dent won't mend. It's like the mattress remembers every curve, every breath you took, every whispered word. I lie awake tracing the hollow you left, fingers pressing, but there's no warmth left. The pillow holds the ghost of your face, a silent witness to our empty space. Now you stretch quiet, but the memory screams. Yours and faded, but the outline remains. I turn the light off, hope the dark will heal, but every morning is still real. The dent in the pillow, seeing where you used to lay, a shallow little grave where our love slipped away. I stare at the impression, tears fall where you stay. The dent in the pillow won't let me forget your name. I hug your side like you're coming back soon. Bury my face in the fabric, chasing the moon, but it's just cotton now. No heartbeat, no sigh, just the shape of goodbye under sodium sky. Sometimes I talk to the empty space, ask why you left without a trace. The dead answers softly in his patient way. You loved hard, now learn to stay. Time keeps pulling, but I'm stuck in frame. Same old bed, different kind of pain. Your absence carved deeper than any fight, a permanent mark in the dead of night. The dent in the pillow, seeing where you used to lay, a shallow little grave where our love slipped away. I stare at the impression, tears fall where you stay. The dent in the pillow won't let me forget your name. Maybe one day I'll flip the mattress over, erase the proof we were ever closer. But tonight I'm too weak to change the scene. Let the dent hold you, let it keep me clean. I miss the weight, the warmth, the way you made this bed feel like home, not decay. Pillow, still seeing where you lay, fading so slowly, but it won't go away. Heart keeps returning to that soft hollow space. The dent in the pillow, you're lasting where you died. Still good night, good night, wherever you are. She smiled beside him quietly, even as her heart cracked inside. Held him close through the nights while swallowing her pride. She forgave before he asked, hid her tears in the rain, kept giving all her love while carrying the pain. She told herself it was love, even when it left couldn't feel, swallowed all the sorrow to make their love seem real. He held her when it was easy, pulled away when it got tough. She loved him completely, but never was enough. She thought endurance meant devotion, even when it stole her life. A broken woman still in love, giving everything she has, staying for fleeting moments while her heart quietly cracks. A broken woman still in love, hoping he would see that love that drains you slowly is a love that sets you free. Love shouldn't feel like vanishing or leaving yourself behind. You shouldn't bend your soul to make someone care in time. She thought staying made her strong, thought pain proved love was true. But love that breaks you quietly isn't the love meant for you. A broken woman still in love, finally lets herself go, choosing herself over sorrow, learning what real love knows. A broken woman still in love, now she's taking back her heart, no longer giving pieces to someone who couldn't A broken woman still in love, but now she loves herself, finding the strength she lost and keeping her own well. Street lights bleed through half-closed blinds. Your name glows on my phone sometimes. I swipe it away, but it comes right back, like a bruise that never fades to black. I walk these rooms we used to fill, every corner holds your echo still. The air feels heavy with what used to be, a ghost of us breathing next to me. I try to let the silence win, but your shadow keeps creeping in, soft as smoke, sharp as regret. I can't forget, I can't forget. Shadow of your name dancing on my walls, fading in the rain, but never really gone at all. Heart still calls your name in every quiet thought. Shadow of your name, breaking me soft and small. Old playlists loop like therapy, every lyric points right back to me. You're laughing, the reverb, you're touching the bass. Time moves on, but I stay in this place. I trace your letters on foggy glass, watch them disappear, then come back fast, like you're still writing me from somewhere far. Even though we both know where we are, Erase the outline where your shadow falls. But tonight I'm too tired to fight the light. Let it trace you here, just for tonight. I whisper it once and let it go, but the shadow stays. It always knows. Shadow of your name wrapped around my soul. Quiet little flame that never lost control. Even when I run, you're still in control. Shadow of your name, making me whole and whole. Your name. She wakes up next to him, but carries the night alone. Smiles like everything's fine, even when she feels unknown. She learned how to hide the cracks behind laughter and grace. He sees the girl beside him, but not the pain on her face. She tells herself love is heavy, and this is just her part. She's a girlfriend carrying a broken heart, still holding his hand through the dark, giving more than she has to give, just to keep what they are. A girlfriend carrying a broken heart while he sleeps peacefully. She loves him with everything while losing pieces of me. She forgives what he doesn't notice, explains away the neglect, lowers all her expectations so she won't feel rejected. He says I'm here in passing, but never really stays. She counts the moments he tries more than the nights he walks away. She confuses comfort with safety and silence with peace. She's a girlfriend carrying a broken heart and a love that feels one-sided. She stays loyal to his presence while feeling divided. A girlfriend carrying a broken heart, pretending she's okay. She keeps choosing him even as she fades. A love shouldn't feel like surviving or begging to be seen. You shouldn't have to carry pain just to keep away. She thought love meant endurance, thought staying made her strong, but love that hurts this quietly has been wrong all along. She's a girlfriend carrying a broken heart, but she's starting to see that love should never cost her her voice or her needs. A girlfriend carrying a broken heart, learning to let go, choosing herself over a love that broke her slow. she's learning how to heal it. She used to shine without trying, laugh like the world was kind. Now she checks his mood for weather before she speaks her mind. She wears her heart in quiet colors, so it won't ask for more. She's slowly learning how to leave herself outside his door. He says, "You're still the same to me." She knows she's not. She's a girl fading in love right in front of his eyes. She's still here, still holding on, but something inside her dies. She's a girl fading in love every night, every touch. She's giving him what's left of her, but it's never enough. She stopped telling him her fears, stopped asking to be heard. She learned that loving quietly hurts less than every word. He loves her when it's easy, pulls away when it's deep. She falls asleep beside him, feeling wide awake, incomplete. He doesn't see the change in her because he never loves. She's a girl fading in love, smiling through the pain. She keeps hoping he'll notice before she disappears again. She's a girl fading in love, calling distance just space. She's slowly learning how to leave without a trace. Love shouldn't feel like vanishing or learning to be small. You shouldn't have to lose your light to be loved at all. She thought staying made her strong, but strength can walk away. She was a girl fading in love, but she's choosing herself tonight. She'd rather be alone and whole than together, losing her life. She was a girl fading in love. Now she's stepping out of the dark, learning how to breathe again and listen to her heart. She faded while loving him. Now she's learning how to He pulls me close like it's comfort, like this is where I belong. But my chest feels heavy in the quiet, like something's been wrong all along. His heartbeat is steady and certain, mind's racing trying to be calm. I'm safe from the outside world, but not from what we've become. He says I'm here, don't overthink. I'm not while my courage sinks. It's a heartbreak, and in his arms while he holds me tight, I'm falling apart in pieces right in the middle of the night. It's a heartbreak, and in his arms loving him shouldn't hurt this way, but I'm cracking where he can't see every time he says my name. I stopped explaining my sadness, stopped asking him to try. I learned how to fold my feelings and let the important ones die. He kisses my forehead gently, like that should make it okay. But love shouldn't feel like surviving another lonely day. He thinks I'm calm, thinks I'm strong, doesn't know how long I've been gone. It's a heartbreak, and in his arms while he sleeps in peace, I'm wide awake, staring at shadows, wondering when this will cease. It's a heartbreak, and in his arms he doesn't feel the ache. I'm losing myself in loving him more with every break. If I pull away, would he notice? If I stay, will I disappear? I'm so tired of loving someone while living inside my fear. A hug shouldn't feel like goodbye, or a place I go to cry. It's a heartbreak, and in his arms, and I can't pretend anymore. I gave him all the love I had, still ended up wanting more. It's a heartbreak, and in his arms, but now I'm learning to let go. I can't heal where I was hurt, even if I love him so. He's holding me like nothing's wrong, while my heart finally admits it's been breaking in his arms for far too long. We share the same pillow, but dream alone at night. Your hand is on my shoulder, still nothing feels right. I hear you say I love you, like it's something you repeat, but the words don't reach my heart, they fall at my feet. I stay quiet to keep